Hi guys, I'm Rex King. Welcome back to another episode where I review films currently in theaters. Today we're talking about Don't Worry Darling. Now before I dive into the review and talk about the movie, I do want to mention that there has been some controversy going around about this film. I know a little bit about it, but I'm not going to comment it on here. There are other people on the internet who will do so. I'm not going to bring it up any more than I just did in this review, and if you're interested about that, look it up, and there are plenty of people who talk about this stuff. I'm not going to. It didn't affect my viewing of the movie, but I did want to bring it up for those who were interested. Now, without further ado, let's just dive into the film. The film was directed by Olivia Wilde and stars Harry Styles and Florence Pugh as husband and wife in an experimental community called Victory. Victory is run by Chris Pine, and this community has something more going on than meets the eyes, and Florence Pugh's character Alice starts to pick up on it. And it's basically a story about what exactly this community is and what horror truly lies beneath this, what looks like a normal lifestyle, even though it's very much not. This is an interesting movie. Let's start with the positives. And my positives with this film have to be the way it was shot, the production design. This film looks gorgeous. And it's just spectacular. All the characters' costumes just come across and elevate the characters to new levels. The area that they're in is well designed, and I really do enjoy the production design overall in this film. And the camera work is brilliant as well. Now, that being said, the acting is also pretty good as well. Florence Pugh and Chris Pine doing a brilliant job. There's a brilliant scene where there's a dinner table and each of them is at one end and they have a great verbal fencing match. It is unfortunate that Harry Styles doesn't bring the same type of gravitas that those two bring to the role. It just he doesn't get much time to shine, and he's not really great. Now, to be fair, he doesn't have to be. He's in this film to look, well, for lack of a better word, gorgeous. He's there to look like a gorgeous dude and not really contribute much. He's not important to the film until much later in the story. And this is where our problems come from. Now, I'm going to do everything in my power to make this a spoiler-free review. I'm saying that because the ending is the issue. Oh my dear Lord. Okay, so this film actually has some decent tension and some decent moments in it and with some great imagery, but it just... Yeah, okay, so the ending and the motivation of the villain of the story and what's actually going on is just terrible. It could have done better if the death of one of the antagonists, not telling you which character because I don't want to spoil anything, was handled better. Instead, it's kind of treated almost like a tragedy that the character died, even though they did some heinous things that I don't want to spoil, just in case you want to see the movie. But, God, I just... Honestly, up till that point, I was pretty sold on the movie. I did enjoy the story's pacing. I enjoyed the characters for the most part, and I actually really enjoyed the acting of Florence Pugh and Chris Pine. I really gotta say I enjoyed this movie for the most part. It just... That ending kind of went off the rails, and it's just... It results in something that doesn't fit the film tonally. And it just zaps all the tension that was in the movie and all the momentum it was building. And that's a shame. At the end of the day, I really wanted to like this one. I think it has a decent amount of potential. But due to the acting of Harry Styles and the just what the heck reveal and ending, it just doesn't work as well as it should. I'm going to give this film a 5 out of 10. If you're interested in seeing it, there is enough here for a good, interesting movie. And if you've seen the trailers and it looks like something you like, I do recommend you check it out. I just don't think it's going to end up on anyone's tops list. I don't think it's going to be considered one of the best movies of the year. It's kind of meh, in my opinion. It's just meh. Well, hopefully the next movie's good. If you've seen Don't Worry Darling and you actually want maybe a spoiler review of this movie where I can go into more details, comment in the comments below. And if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'll see you next time.